Black Girl Stuff. Let's give a big warm welcome to Chloe Bailey.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, beautiful. We're so excited to have you in the BGS house.
Thank for having me. Y'all are so beautiful.
Thank you.
You
You too.
So in the movie, you play Sam, which is
Yes.
your character,
Yeah.
but she doesn't have a relationship with God originally, it looks like.
Yeah.
So in your real life, you do have a background in the church. So how did your real life inspiration help you in your movie role?
My real life inspiration for this, when I first got the script to self-tape for it, I was so excited because it has my love of music, acting, and God all in one. So I was like, this is the role for me. And you know, Sam is an aspiring musician. And I feel like there was so much in Sam that I, Chloe, could resonate with. We all have those times where life will try us and we have those trials and tribulations. And for Sam, when she lost her mother and her career's not working out, she was like, God, are you even hearing me when I pray to you?
I love that.
So she really kind of lost her faith,
Yeah.
but moving down to Atlanta to be with her extended family, she finds herself again through God and through
Girl,
the
that
church.
sounds like your
Okay.
life story.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
So she actually did have a relationship. She just kind of lost her
She
way.
lost her way,
I had
yeah.
to find it back.
Exactly.
Your character Sam was willing to do anything to get into the industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever been faced with any difficulties or anything where you felt like you had to compromise yourself in order for you to stay or remain in the industry?
Yeah, so the thing that people don't really talk about is this industry is hard. Like every single industry, we all have like the negative side of it. And for me, I think it was really an internal battle and to remove any self-doubt that I was feeling just because some people may or may not understand my type of production or the beats I'll do or my vocal arrangements. And a lot of times I'll be like, well, does that mean I'm not good? Does that mean just because they want me to change something, does that mean I'm not talented? So I think those are the obstacles that I tend to put on myself a lot. And anything else from anyone, I shouldn't give them power to have that control over me and my thoughts. So it's really about like correcting this.
You gotta change your mind.
Exactly.
So Chloe, Quavo serves as a potential love interest in the film. Was
Yes.
it hard to create that on camera on the big screen?
It was really easy to play Sam and Ty. It was so funny seeing his goofy side come out as Ty, and I think a lot of people will be shocked by that because he's a really silly guy, as is the rest of the cast. So it was really cute.
Good, I love that. You know, there were some rumors sparkling around online about you two dating. Do you feel like, where do you think those rumors came from?
To be honest, I don't really know. Every other week it's a different guy. With the rumors, you know, so I'm just like, you know.
When you go on stage, you leave it all out there.
Yeah.
You go full out all the time. You're human. I'm sure you have moments where you don't feel like putting on. Have you ever had a performance that you were particularly proud of just because you overcame personal obstacles?
So the thing is for me, anytime my life is really chaotic or stressful, I look forward to getting on that stage because I'll use it as my outlet. And a lot of times when I'm angry, those will be the best performances. And it'll go by so fast because my passion just feels like a fireball inside of my heart. So anytime I feel that way, I'm looking forward to going on the stage so I can just let it all out there and let it release. And that's where I kind of get my strength again and like my refuel.
Yeah.
We love that, and we know you're very passionate about your music. You just dropped your new album, In Pieces.
I did.
And we want to know what was challenging
Yeah.
about creating In Pieces.
Whew.
And were you in pieces? Like how?
Oh,
Like, give us all of
absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. So that's where the title came from. I feel like us, especially in what we do, front facing, we have to seem like everything's fine all the time. Like we're perfect. See, we're good. There's
Smile when I don't want to smile.
yeah. Exactly. It's the mask. So when people come closer, that's when they'll see the little cracks of how we have glued ourselves back together when we've been broken down time and time again. So that's why I titled the album In Pieces, because the 3 years that I took to create it, I was going through some of the hardest times in my entire life. And I was really questioning a lot about myself with my self-identity and the people that I had around me and who can I trust, who can I run to. And so it was really, it was an interesting time to say the least, but I put all of my emotions into the music as if it was my therapy.
Did you cry?
Absolutely, I'm a crier.
She's a dancer.
It's like I cry.
You gotta let it out. It's a release.
Yes, exactly. You
have to let it
I
out.
cry at least once a day, whether it's good tears or sad tears.
So Chloe, I know you came into the industry with your sister.
right? And
I
so
did.
what is it like being apart from her and just doing your own solo thing?
It is definitely scary. In the beginning, I was like, can I do this without her? Do people want to hear my voice without my sister's voice harmonizing with me? We both had separation anxiety as we were like jumping into our own journeys. But we were just talking about this the other day. God has been answering every single one of our prayers. We get to make our dreams come true, not only together, but also separately. So then when we do come back together for our third album and other projects together, it'll be even stronger. So I'm really, really proud of us.
Yeah.
We are too. We all love you.
Thank you guys.
To your album In Pieces is an album about heartbreak and all of the things that you were going through, like you mentioned. Have you ever had a situation where you dealt with a guy that couldn't commit, or like that kind of caused you that heartbreak, and some of the things you talk about in the album?
Oh, absolutely. He'll commit, but then he'll lie or cheat, and then I go, deuces.
Is it easy to say deuces, or is it like, okay, I'm gonna give you one more chance?
Yeah, for me, it's usually very easy for me to like shut the door.
Yeah.
And
like,
I
"What
block.
it done?"
I'll cry it out for a good 2 months, like, and even after, and reminisce. But after that, it's a little easier. Yes.
But when you first dropped your single "Have Mercy," you were killing it in the performance. It was super sexy, and I love to see it. But you received a lot of like scrutiny. Why do you think that people feel so different or on the fence about seeing you embrace your sexuality?
I think it's because they grew up with my sister and I. They grew up seeing me as a 15-year-old, and I think when people see me or my name, they still think that's me. And I'll be 25 in July.
You're a grown woman.
Yes, birthday.
Yeah, so I know I have like a very youthful spirit and I'm very bubbly, but that doesn't make me weak or less than smart or less than knowledgeable. And I know exactly what I want and what I need. And it's quite comical when people have so much to say about my life, but I'm happy that they're at least talking, and everyone's entitled to an opinion, to be honest. It's up to me to pay attention to what.
And as a black woman, you shouldn't feel the need to be in a box.
Exactly.
Embrace all sides of yourself.
Yes,
Right?
let the box be
Because we
pieces.
can do it all. I love that. Why do you think that black women sometimes receive that scrutiny versus other races or other types of women?
I think because, in a way, it's to keep us back from recognizing our own power. Because once we realize that possibilities are endless, because we are such ethereal and strong beings, so the only thing that really holds us back is because the world constantly tells us we're not good enough or we're not this, it's only really here because we are every thing that people say we're not and more. You know?
The original queens, okay?
Exactly.
But yes, I gotta ask you though about this whole Chris Brown thing. He's been in the media. It's been a whole bunch of drama. So how did you feel receiving backlash for making music with him, making a video with him, which was beautiful?
Thank you. I was really grateful to have such an incredible song with him, and I'm just always like, I just want the music to speak for itself. And we had the best time on set. He was so kind, and I was really grateful to have him and Future and Missy Elliott on my record, people I've been fans of for years on my debut album, so nothing but love from this
You
side.
can't take that from Chris. Chris is the Chris Brown. He is the Michael Jackson of
And he works
our
very
time.
hard.
And he worked so hard.
You've done so much in your career. I want to give you the opportunity to receive your flowers, but also, what do you still hope to do in the future? Like, what's still on your list or on your vision board that you're like, I have to check this off in the coming years?
I love vision boarding. There's so much that has been on there, and I don't realize till way after the fact, like, wait, I put that on there. Like, the most recent thing, I think it was 2018 or 2019, I used to be like, well, I still am, the biggest, like, childish Gambino fan before he, like, changed it completely to Donald Glover. And I put a printout of a script next to his face on my vision board. And I just realized it was another one I went off because of swarm.
Manifestation.
I love that.
So, but all in all, I really want to win an EGOT, you know, the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
And the
Tony.
Tony.
Yes. So that's like a long-term goal, but I know, like, if I keep my eye on the prize, that will be another one I get to
It's
Check
got
off the list.
Yeah.
Now let's get straight into it. So, you know, we know you like to tussle, and you just won that fight with Tommy Lee, okay?
But who's a Tommy fan here? I'm just kidding.
No, but you know, all over the
Wait
ground.
a minute.
I've been hearing in these streets that she said that she was paid to lose the fight. What you got to say about
It
that?
did look a
Clear
little
up for
fake
us.
though, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the way she fell out.
No, she was tired.
Okay.
She was tired. And so this is what I really can say. Like, before the TV stuff, I was really an athlete. So I already knew that boxing, like, was really about to be a workout. It was going to be intense. And I knew Tommy didn't have that in her. Like, street fighting, she might pull cars and chairs and pull some wigs all day, you know. But a boxing match, like 1 minute rounds, 2 minute rounds, I was like, girl, okay. I'll see you any day in the ring.
Right.
So it was, I already knew she wasn't gonna be able to handle it. That was it. And then she showed her ass, is what she did.
Now, what is the energy like now with you and Tommy? Like, are y'all friends? Are y'all
Unfortunately,
cool?
no, we're not cool.
What?
Cause you be that.
How
you be friends with somebody after you lose a fight?
That sucks, though. No, it really sucks because this season on Baddies West, like, I actually, like, was able to kind of vibe with her in a sense. Like, we would kind of be, like, in our own little world, doing our own little thing. And then now, like, it's just like drama.
Do you think it's potential for a friendship though? Maybe in the future?
I don't have any bad blood towards Tommy. I do not appreciate, like, when it comes to, like, the family stuff. Like, she started taking things to the internet, being messy. Like, I'm married. I have a family. I take pride and joy in my family and my child. And maybe others don't, like, have that type of, like, foundation with their family and their kids or whatever.
Yeah,
but don't talk about my family. And so it
Yeah, families out of it, and children and family.
was
And family,
involved.
husbands, mamas for sure. I'm gonna go back to what you said too. I think you can't be somebody's friend after you beat their
I
ass.
was gonna ask
I
that.
beat somebody ass before and they came to me. It was like a month later.
Tori,
and
not you.
not me. What you mean? I was like, not me. But they came back and they was like, you know, what's up? It's cool. And it's cool. I mean, you gotta watch a nigga, but
But that's because y'all won. Have y'all ever lost a fight and then been trying to
Exactly.
somebody?
Yeah, but win, lose, draw in the bad girl world, it is what it is. Like, people sneak. You could be sitting here right at the couch and motherfucker just blah, blah, blah. That's the energy. You know? So you just always gotta be on your toes. But even if you win, lose, or draw, it's still like, okay, so what's up?
You making a big coin, Natalie. I'm so proud of you. You doing your thing. You know what I mean? But a lot of people would say that with the Zeus Network, it portrays black women kind of in a negative light. What would you say to the people who are saying that?
I feel like, obviously, Baddies, which is like a spinoff of, like, you could say Bad Girls Club, the lane that I really started in Hollywood, is very loud. I wouldn't say all controversial, it's just loud. But the audience pays and wants to watch that. And that's, the numbers are there. People want to watch loud. They love crazy, they love the interaction between different women. They like, you know, it's a
They like to see the real.
Yeah, it's
and it's like, if you don't want to watch it, flip the channel.
But they are watching it.
Yeah.
And they're paying for a subscription too.
I'm watching it.
Yeah.
54 million views last season was the stream.
That's crazy.
crazy.
Natalie, you mentioned though, like, that's the lane that you started in. Have you ever felt like put in a box or tired or maybe heavy from all of the loudness of these type of
so
shows?
this season, I actually, up until the last episode where me and Krishan got into it, I was kind of chilling. I was kind of like, you know, they'd get to go and I'd be, stop! Like, I'm on my phone. Stop!
I saw that.
You know, like, but I'm just always gonna be me. So if I'm gonna be loud or if I'm gonna be mixy and get into something like, oh, so you know, I mean, she did say that about you. I'm not gonna lie, sis. Like,
Energy.
I might, you know, every now and then.
So for yourself, is it morals over money or money over morals?
I'm just gonna always be true to myself. So whether or not I'm a real, like, you know, bad girl at heart, you know, if I didn't feel that any of this was me, I would have been like
taxed out.
Yeah.
Right.
But like when I watch the show, I'm like, oh, now you was so messy in that scene, girl, and I live. Like, it just be those days sometimes where I'm like, oh, I just love that Krishan jumped on her. Like, it just, it is what it is.
That's just who
But
you are.
I don't know.
It's television.
But then at the end of the day, I do go back home and I live like, I live in a whole nother world. I have real friends. I have family, you know. So it's like an on and off switch. Really, I've been able to master that.